How can an Everton tactic work for our friends at Liverpool? Let's find out. This one is actually called the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress Segundo. It is technically Everton's best ever Tactis Gegenpress by the creator of this and where I found this from. The description basically says Everton won all the trophies in my second year in charge of the team. The team had a very tough season with young players who lacked European Championship experience, but it was all overcome with all good teamwork. Using Gegenpress Segundo's 4-2-3-1 tactic, the team has the disadvantage that there are a lot of yellow cards generated, so the team needs a lot of players to be able to rotate when other players get sanctioned. Now, like he said, this was a second season for him, and that also comes in with all the transfers beforehand made, so that doesn't translate necessarily to a good Everton tactic, but with the players that he brought in, it may at that time. But we're going to see how it does with our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa in the Premier League, and our championship side, Ipswich Town. With that said, we're going to take a look at the tactic at the end of the video like usual, but we're going to head to the Premier League and see how Aston Villa and of course, Liverpool fared. Well, Liverpool coming in first place, 85 points is about average for their second places usually, but this time around in this league, in this save, they got first. 111 goals for is fantastic. 27, 4, and 7. Well done there. Aston Villa coming in fourth as well. Not bad at all. 79 points, 82 goals. Looks like second in the league there. I think overall it seems to have worked. Well, as we take a look at Liverpool's schedule in the domestic cups, Carabao Cup quarterfinals, unfortunately, you're out against Manchester City, but you get to the FA Cup final and you beat Arsenal 1-1 in penalties. But in the Europa League, you get to another final. Unfortunately, Roma kick you out 3-1 and you're runners up. So overall, I've got to say this is a pretty nice season for Liverpool. First place topping the charts is fantastic. Europa League runners up, you would have liked to have won, but still, runners up is not bad. FA Cup, you get the second trophy of the season. You get to the quarters of the Carabao Cup, it still would have been nice to win, but overall, you get knocked out by Manchester City. What else are you going to do? And you can see that really translates with a lot of green here. You got 28 goals for Nunez, Salah with 24, a fantastic showing, plenty in double digits as well. Assist-wise, 21 for Salah, Endo with 14 as well. That's nice to see. Average rating, 733 for Salah. And as we take a look at Aston Villa's domestic cup runs, unfortunately out in the Carabao Cup fourth round, 0-2 against Norwich, and then the FA Cup quarters against Luton. And it looks to be a trophyless season as their Europa Conference League round of 16 is where they ended against Lille. They got 3-2 away from home, but unfortunately that 0-2 at home did not help at all. So overall, fourth place is pretty nice in the Premier League. Unfortunately, in the trophies, they didn't get that far. FA Cup quarters, okay, you got there by Luton Town, but still, you're knocked out in all three. You still would have liked to have done probably a little bit better, but that Premier League fourth place, yeah, you'll take that all the way to the bank. And how did that translate into Aston Villa's squad? Well, 19 goals for Diaby, Luis with 18, and then a couple more in double digits as well, so nice to see the spread. But John McGinn getting 16 assists, and then average rating, Douglas Luiz with a 732. Data Hub wise, we are finally back to our highly attacking ways with a lot of dribbles too, just topping the charts for Liverpool, and then Aston Villa actually not doing too far off either. As usual though, they're in these charts a lot, but not all over the place. Most goals, Liverpool clearly in first, 111 is absolutely an amazing run. 82 in second place for Aston Villa, tied with Tottenham, but still, that is quite the disparity. Fewer shots against Liverpool in fourth with 317 and Aston Villa with about 50 more in seventh. Most possession not there, dribbles made. Liverpool in second, Aston Villa in third. Tackles, no best pass completion, but most shots for 667 for Liverpool, 576 for Aston Villa in second. But let's change our sights to Ipswich Town right now. First place in the championship, 110 points, well above Southampton. That is a fantastic run. 131 goals for. If you are doing a championship side managerial career, I would take a look at this one. This one looks pretty nice. But first place, loads of goals, loads of points. Great place to start with. Unfortunately, out against Luton Town, Carabao Cup third round. West Burn's sent off in the 90th is not the greatest. FA Cup quarters out against Liverpool. There you go, at 2-4. That one's probably going to be tough, but still, sent off again in the 86th. That's just harsh. So overall, championship, a fantastic job. Just 110 points, 130 something goals is just absolutely amazing. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, yeah, quarterfinals is not a bad place. Knocked out by Liverpool. What are you going to do? And taking a look at the squad, you can see a lot of green there for them as well. 14 goals for Connor Chaplin, and you got some in double digits at least. Wes Burns, George Hurst is at 11. He doesn't get a lot of starts in some of these tactics. But assists, 18 for Wes Burns. Leaf Davis all the way down with 16. I guess all the way down, but still, average rating. Wes Burns really topping the charts with 723. And as we take a look at the championship stats, not really all over the place though. Most goals, 131, clearly heads and shoulders above Middlesbrough and Norwich, and with, I mean, still a very respectable 102. But fewest shots against in third with 407, and most shots for in second with 753. So let's switch gears and take a look at the tactic itself, starting with a sweeper keeper in defend, wingbacks on the left and the right in support, ball playing defenders in the central spots using defend, the Segundo volante in attack next to a deep lying playmaker in support, inside forward on the left in attack, a winger in attack on the right, an attacking midfielder in attack in the central spot, and an advanced forward in attack up front. Keep in mind that everyone seems to have individual player instructions, but attacking mentality, in possession, attacking width is fairly wide, approach play is pass into space, passing directness shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses, work the ball in the box and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and throw it long. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and drop off more. But now to wrap things up, how did our three teams do? Ipswich Town coming in first place, 110 points, 131 insane goals is a fantastic tally. That is crazy. And if we take a look at Liverpool and Aston Villa, yeah, they're not doing too bad themselves. Liverpool coming in first. Again, 85 points is roughly an average for them throughout a lot of these tactics, but 111 goals is fantastic. Aston Villa in fourth is not bad themselves. We've seen higher, but we've definitely seen lower. So this is definitely a tactic to take a look at, even with Everton in mind. But that does it for me, Setia and FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.